Hello and welcome back to more AI the Somnium Files. It's been a long time since I've recorded an episode of this game. Of course, for you, you won't notice any difference whatsoever. It'll just been the next day's upload. But man, I have lacked the desire to record this game for a variety of reasons. But one main reason is just because I lack the ability to care about this route we're currently going down, which is the green route, because I know that the correct route, the true canon route that leads to the end of the game, is this pink route up here. But we've been gated at this one. We've been story locked out. We can't go any further. And the only course of action we can take is that we're forced to head down the green route all the way up here and get something here that will allow us to proceed to the end of the game. So, because for as terrible as the blue route is, I still care about what's going on in the pink route. It's very interesting, and I want to see how the game wraps up. But man, I played, and the thing is, it's technically not on the game. Well, actually, I guess unless, I don't know what order I don't know what the most efficient order to do these routes in. I don't know if there was a way to where I could have saved pink route for absolutely the last thing I did, and then that would have played out nicely, or if this was inevitable, but no matter what. But this was not the correct order to play this game in, to put it lightly. This green route seems very inconsequential compared to what's happening over on the right side of this flowchart. But hey, Oda's dead, so that's a plus. You know, you gotta look at the bright side of things. Anyway, we're interrogating Prisoner 89 because that went so well last time. I can't wait to see how amazingly this goes today.
I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't remember. Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me. A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Thanks. I'm great.
Kidding. She was just a business partner. That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the two Cyclops killers. Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes. All right, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story.
Oh, lovely. I love story time. That's my favorite part of the game.
Time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Are we gonna hear the confirmation of what I suspected to be true and has been all but confirmed?
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F.
F for
Found
Falco.
the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me.
Press X to
I'll
doubt.
go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Ow, ow, okay. Well.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him.
It's also worth noting that the fact that he's telling this story in third person, despite the fact that he's indicating that it's about the body in which he inhabits, is only further supporting what I suspect to have been happening in this game.
He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral, one by one. He became an assassin.
Yep.
Lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no. But it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
Yeah, so in case there was ever any room for doubt for what I suspect is going on behind surrounding Date's past and the logistics of how the Cyclops killer is able to do what he does, this little exchange right here is very much in support of it.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey. Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely.
Until he met a little family called the
Time
Sagans.
passed, and a few years back,
Assuming that's how you pronounce that last name, which I think it is. And then his world changed forever.
Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment,
Hitomi showed up.
in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him.
Yeah, I mean, this is stuff we already figured out like 10 episodes ago.
He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps.
Well, I mean, this part we didn't figure out. This part of the game told us Hitomi found someone. They just didn't tell us who that person was. Well, I mean, they did tell, but they didn't give us the exact details of who his identity was. But then we picked up the pieces from there and deduced who it could have, through the process of elimination, who it had to have reasonably been. So, yeah, this is just a case of playing the game in the wrong order, I guess. This route was not supposed to happen right now.
Footsteps of at least two.
We know too much about the way this all works.
He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's.
This really is just the speech I gave, when we, at the end of the Blue Route.
Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing.
Kill the Sagans.
One final job I want you to do for
Kill
me.
Hitomi and Iris.
It's nothing major.
No, of course not.
This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them.
I wonder if someone called that this was exactly what happened earlier in this game. Yeah, this is, we know too much for this route. This is, oh boy.
Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would.
So he swapped bodies with Rohan
Long and hard.
to get him to call off the order, but then Rohan and Falco's body went to go finish the job himself. And now here we are with, and then Falco and Rohan's body swapped out with the other Tsujima, right? Because that was, we saw it in the last Somnium that it was Date's body that we saw, but it obviously couldn't have been him. So we knew it had to have been Sosujima's son, because he was the one that was there all those years ago. So then he must have swapped with him, and then the current Cyclops killer is Sosujima's, not Sojima, whatever is, Seisujima, is that what it is? His, Sosujima's son. Where's the, here, people, do we not have him on file? Am I imagining this? I could have sworn we knew he had a son. I swear I'm not going crazy. He does have a son, right? I might be blind. But Sosujima's son. The son that he had, well, maybe we don't have him on profile because that would be considered as a spoil. I don't know. But the son that he had swapped bodies with Rohan Kamakura, who had Falco's, or the Falco's personality, who we now know as Date, swap bodies there, and then the Cyclops killers switching around with all these people one at a time. You know the drill, I've explained this all before. So yeah, this is just stuff we already knew.
How is he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime?
What I am curious about, though, is just how much are they going to say here? And how much are they willing to give up in terms of information?
He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Was that old friend Boss by chance? Did Boss help set you up with the sync machine? Silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Because they knew that if they told you any more, then the whole game would be ruined. But unfortunately, we know more than you're letting on. We know a lot more, actually.
Was that the whole story? What's the connection between that and Shoko? Why did you stop? You mentioned a detective. Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else.
Well, the thing is, we don't really need you to tell us anything, because I already know way more than what's happening right now. And this route isn't even the final canon route anyway, so...
I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedure.
I don't need to hear the... You're not very useful to me right now, actually.
Cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Gee, you don't say.
Computer,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
To sync with him.
What do you think? The sync.
Yep. It's sync time. I really just... it's fascinating that we're...
Injected number 89 with the usual dosage.
s-
You will not be waking up anytime soon.
He's syncing with his original body.
Date.
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Let us begin. Alright, let's get this show on the road. I wonder how many Somniums are left. Because we're rapidly approaching the end of the game. We have the green route, and then we have the pink route. And I don't know what's waiting for us beyond that. I imagine probably this and maybe 1 or 2 more Somniums.
Sup?
Hi.
Sup? Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Did we need the camera
Get
shake?
mad at me.
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah?
Why are you suddenly a cat?
What? Come again?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
What the hell was that? Okay, that's... Wow, alright.
Is this the Sagan residence?
Ah, we've come full circle, all the way back to where it all began.
Definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to?
Might have some idea. Oh, what the... Okay.
The green? I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
I don't think that was... isn't that just the plan from always? I don't know that I call this a new plan. The plan has always just been to escape the Somnium Puzzle Room thing. Okay. Mental Lock 1, the phone. The phone is ringing. Mental Lock 2... the eyeball. Mental Lock 3, the door. And then Mental Lock 4, the other door. Sure. Okay, then. Alright.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Number 89 is covered in a green membrane. I can't get close. Number 89 is hiding in the past. Well, let's dig him out. I can't imagine that we have much to interact with on this side of the wall. Yeah, we just have... No, not the switch. I don't want to... I wanted to interact with the winter iris.
Winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
30 seconds? Ugh, I mean, at least we got a timing out of it, but Jesus. Now I wanted to start this off, but... If we're at the Sagan residence, I imagine the winter iris will do something.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're just.
Plus, the switch is covered in vines, so we can't really do much with that.
I got one.
Is that going to help us
Aw, right after I pulled it out.
push back the green membrane at all?
Green stuff react at all?
Oh. The phone.
Should I pick it up?
The phone is ringing. Hang up or ignore. Okay, that's not... I thought the choice would be answer the phone or don't answer the phone. Hang up or ignore. Why would... If you don't know who it is, which would presumably be the case, if it's a number you're considering hanging up or ignoring, then just answering the phone to hang up is just actively detrimental. That's just ignoring them with extra steps. Just ignore the call. Like, there's no... Just let it ring out.
It won't stop ringing.
If the choice was pick up the phone or ignore it, that'd be one thing, but the choice is hang up or ignore, which is, it's on the surface level a distinction without a difference. But in terms of actually the mechanics, just answering the phone is just an extra step you don't need to take if your ultimate goal is to not speak to the person on the other end. Just let it ring out. Cool.
Stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Alright, bit by bit, getting a little bit closer. One down. One to go. Or sorry, 3 to go. Ignored the phone. Alright, lovely.
Yes, it worked?
I guess it worked as a lot of the Somniums in this game in a nutshell. I guess that worked. Switch is probably still useless. There's a book on the floor. Ceiling fan. Liquid. I don't know what the liquid is supposed to do. Can I do... Oh, okay, the ceiling fan is moving. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be. Oh wait, it's probably... There's a... Okay, it's the alcohol or whatever's in that bottle because it's tipped up. Although that's a hell of a lot to have spilled out of that bottle. And I don't know that the ceiling fan is gonna get us anywhere. There's a picture. Oh, it's the infamous picture on the wall.
Picture.
Just a picture.
Is it not already filled out? I guess it's not already filled out. Let's fill it out.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use
Yeah, that's a bit of a leap. Excuse me?
You don't have to go that far.
How does an AI even have blood? What the?
The color has returned.
Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
Okay.
Still blood?
I
Feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
no, that's worse.
I do not feel
That's much worse. That's much, much worse. Why is Date allowed to speak? Have we ever found the answer to why Date's allowed to speak? Okay, well that was absolutely worthless. I mean, I guess I got us a timey, so that's something. Maybe the ceiling fan will give us something?
ceiling fan.
Thanks, I noticed. Blow on, headbutt, that's a terrible idea. Throw something, hold on, and headbutt, and throw something are all three terrible ideas. Blow on isn't really gonna do much either, I imagine. But we'll do it just because it's the least terrible option. Like, that's not really gonna do much.
Ah.
Or I guess it...
Oh.
Okay, then.
Oh.
Again?
Agent
It's
Dante,
ringing
you've
again.
got 5 minutes.
What should I do?
Just ignore it again. Oh, ooh, uh-oh. Oh, no, there's actually a choice to pick it up this time. That's what I was afraid of. However, the fact that ignoring it worked last time, and the fact that it's 60 seconds to ignore it, tells me that that's probably the thing you're supposed to do. So let's ignore it. The phone is ringing, and we're gonna completely ignore it. And it takes a long time to ignore it. A very long time to ignore its game. Do we need to... Okay, thank God, it's finally over.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Okay, we're closing in. We're closing in on the truth. Ignored the phone again.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
We did it. That's a win.
You didn't faint.
Somehow it's a win. Oh, also, I should probably be finding the hidden item. I forgot to look for... Okay, so... I mean, not that there's many places it could have been hidden, because we didn't have much room to explore. The first one was around here, right? It was around it was in the sink, I think. It is not there this time. There's a pot here, though.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Lovely. Drink, heat, smell, or wear. Well, when we had to wear the basket in the other Somnium in the Red Root, the one that had the Danganronpa reference in it. That did something for us, right? So let's try to wear this. Let's try to wear this and see if it gets us anywhere.
What?
I told you to wear it.
Wear it? Alright, here I go.
Looking cool as ever there, Iba.
Are you okay?
I am fine, actually. In fact, I feel as though my defense has risen.
I'm a little worried about your head.
Why? My head is thoroughly protected.
What a concept, wearing something on your head to protect it. Wow. Whoever would think of doing something like that. Alright. Protect your head. We got an achievement. Had Iba wear the basket in the pot in Somnium. Sure, I guess that was an achievement. Well, our head is now protected from the dangers of whatever else is waiting for us in the Somnium. I suppose. Alright. I guess it's finally time to address the elephant in the room of whatever the hell this liquid is supposed to be.
Kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Jump in, lick, smell, stick hand in. The correct option's probably stick hand in, isn't it? Because it's the one with the highest time value.
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh, there is something.
A cork.
I don't think you're supposed to have the pot on for this. Something tells me you're not supposed to wear the pot for this because the camera is currently clipping through it. Okay. I learned to stop questioning the logistics of the Somniums a long-ass time ago. Except when they...
Is this substance?
Except for the one on the docks when Iris is getting stabbed over and over again, where they clearly demonstrated the portals work, so I could have just jumped in and kicked the guy out a million years earlier than I did, but beyond that, just there's a certain point where you just go, alright, I guess that's how that goes. Sure.
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
We don't seem to be making...
Date, you've got
Yeah, thanks. We seem to be wasting a lot of time and getting us approximately nowhere. What does the book do? We're just checking every single thing. Oh no, I have a negative timing. Oh no, I have a... Ah, damn it. Okay, read or tear. Well, they cost the same amount of time. Yes, tear it up. We did it before, right?
Sure this will help us uncover number
I think
89's
do we tear it up or read it in the earlier Somnium and this? I don't even know anymore. It's been so long since I've recorded that episode. And there's another book. Can I tear this one up as well? Alright, well, let's use a timing for this one.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89, a librarian.
Oh. The hell's happening now?
What is that?
It's an eye.
Tate, what are we going to do?
Interestingly enough, I was actually about to say Jurassic Park crossover, and then, sure enough, we have the dinosaur pokes his eye through the window, scene from Jurassic Park. So I vote we just pretend it's not there. We close the curtain and move along with our lives. Although this specific shot also gives me vibes of 999, when, spoiler character is looking through the door at facing another spoiler character. Okay, goodbye.
Left.
See, I told you ignoring it was the best option. Ignoring things tends to work out very well in this Somnium. Now then.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kinda cute.
Jesus Christ, Date.
Are insane.
I mean, yes, but, you know, not the most insane thing he's ever done.
What? That's...
Hitomi?
It took you that long to realize that? I mean, I get that you didn't see the flashback scene we did, but still. Okay. What is the skull?
Skull. I do not see the body.
Talk, kiss, check, or throw. Throwing objects. No, wait, we don't want to use that. That will just make the time longer. We don't want to use the timer here, because that's less than it.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
I don't know, throwing things around seems to get us places in these types of somniums.
Dead. It's a hunk of calcium.
Alright. Sorry about this.
That's kind of disturbing.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
I'm starting to think that might have been a complete waste of time. In fact, yeah, that was dumb. Because that just got me a negative timey. That was actually really dumb. I shouldn't have done that. That didn't help us even a little bit. And it only actually hurt us. Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, let's tear it.
Here I go.
I'm just gonna tear everything. We gotta commit now. Even if it's the wrong choice, we gotta commit to tearing all of them. Another book over here. Let's give it a tear. Give it a good old tear. We'll also tear the time in half.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
Alright. Guess it's nothing then.
Was it... I don't think we're making... Oh! Hi there, I see you. I see you there, hidden item. It does not feel like we're making any progress. I feel like I've just been diddling around this entire time, doing random things to no avail. Oh, there's another book right here.
Book.
Maybe there's gonna be a payoff for tearing all these books apart. Maybe.
What is this going to accomplish?
Good, I don't know.
Driving number 89 into a corner.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Pornomax. I was-
Date, you have problems I can't help you solve.
That situation was clearly different.
Who's that?
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
What do I do?
I would lock the door if it's not already locked. Oh, there you go, that's an option. Okay, well, we don't need to use this timey, but we'll use it anyway. There we go. Mission, they can't possibly get in now, the door's locked. There are no alternate means they could use to get through that door. Well, I'd like that, for instance. Yeah, that's exactly what I suspected. And then she does that because she thinks she's here to kill Falco. Yeah. I'm surprised she survived this, to be honest with you. But this is all playing out exactly as we thought it would.
Stop right there!
Yeah, see, this would... You were supposed to play this first. None of this shocks me. Nothing that's happening right now is a shock. Man, I don't know how the hell we got from point A to point B in that Somnium. I feel like I just wiggled around doing a bunch of random nonsense. But it got us through it somehow. And here's my favorite visual effect.
Date, this is a serious matter.
So, I think we'll end the video here. We've been going for about half an hour, cleared the Somnium. All the characters are shocked. I'm not. We already knew this was going to happen, so, yes, whatever. But, yeah. Hopefully the green route wraps up pretty soon, so we can get back to the pink route and start learning new things. Or at least finishing the game so we can confirm what we already knew. So, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time, and hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more AI the Somnium Files. Goodbye.